Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Howell High School for our matchup where the Rebels of Howell will play host to the Hornets of Holmdel. Ladies and gentlemen, as members of the short conference, we pledge to promote unity through our continued commitment to diversity, inclusion, and equity. We will embrace the differences of all as we engage in elite levels of competition and fair play. We pledge to support the conference in its stance against racism, hate, and discrimination. With that in mind, please remember that it is the job of the players to play, the coaches to coach, the officials to officiate, and our spectators to remain positive. We thank you in advance for your cooperation. Before we get started with the national anthem, we want to welcome the Howell Mid-Monmouth travel teams here tonight in attendance. The program thanks you for your support, and we hope to see you in a Rebel uniform someday. We will meet our starting lineups in just a moment, but first we ask that you please rise, and gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor America and the men and women who defend it, with the playing of our national anthem performed by Howell's very own Rebel Remix. And now, let's meet your starting lineups. First, for the Hornets, number 5, Casey Zammit. Number 22, Clint Smigilski. Number 13, Claire Giuseppe. Number 50, Ryan Buchanan. Number 3, Caitlin Lavin. And now, let's hear it for your Howell Rebels. Number 1, guard Olivia Quiones. Number 13, guard Peyton Smith. Number 24, forward Kendall Bleakley. Number 25, guard Bella Marino. And number 4, forward Kylie B. We are off, ladies and gentlemen, on a cold January afternoon where the 9-3 Howell Rebels will play host to the 5-7 Holmdel Hornets. Grab a blanket and your favorite snack and watch some basketball action. I'm your commentator, Theo Horton, joined by Nick Pluzhnik on commentary with Herr working the camera. Out for the tip is number 4 Howard forward Kylie Beam and number 50 forward Ryan Buchanan for the Holmdel Hornets. The tip is off. It's Bella Marino who receives it. Senior guard for the Howell Rebels has played spectacular this season. Efficient shooting numbers and some of the best defense on the team. As Beam gets the ball, goes to Payne Smith. Payne Smith to Olivia Quiones for 3. Bounces out. It's Kylie Beam who gets the rebound. Her 2 is no good either. It's the Hornets who come away with the ball. And now a long pass on the fast break. Winds up out of bounds. And it's back with the Rebels. Senior guard Bella Marino on the inbound. She goes to Quiones. Quiones getting double team. Leaves an open Kendall Bleakley. Goes to Beam. Beam a one-on-one. Goes to Payne Smith on the wing. Smith to Marino. Marino goes left side. Kicks it to Bleakley. Bleakley will drive. And now the ball is called out of bounds. Or never mind, it's a blocking foul on Ryan Buchanan, and the ball sticks with the Rebels. It's Quiones on the inbound. Sophomore point guard finds Kylie Beam, the junior sensation. Will hand it off to Quiones. Quiones to Marino. Marino gets a screen from Beam, but now some tough clamps on defense. She has to pass it to Quiones. Quiones finds the other guard, Payne Smith. Hot potato around the court. It's Kylie Beam with the ball who wants to. She gets fouled, and Beam will go to the line. Kylie Beam, such an important figure on this Rebel team, not just for her interior defense, but also her amazing scoring capability. Coming into tonight's game, averaging 19 points a night. First one isn't good. She's shooting 60% from the line on the season, leading the team in points, rebounds, blocks, and steals. You got to wonder what she can't do on the court, as her second one is no good either. So it's the Hornets who come away with it. Good opportunity to come away with the first score of the night for either team. It's Buchanan with the ball, getting defended by Kendall Bleakley. She'll go to Claire Giuseppe, number 13. Giuseppe trying to work past Beam. Finds an inside pass to Buchanan. Ball on the floor. Buchanan picks it up, goes to the wing. Casey Zamet, the Hornets superstar, comes away with it, but it's Bella Marino who pokes it away. Gets the steal, finds Quiones. Fast break transition. Quiones the pass to Smith. Smith for 2. The opening score belongs with the Rebels. It's 2-0.
Incredible community.
Definitely those fast break opportunities will kill you if it goes against you, and Howell doing a good job capitalizing and leading things by 2 now. Now the Hornets inside action. They tied the game up almost immediately. Marino goes to Quiones. Quiones on the wing, scanning the court, finds Marino. Marino, top of the key, will drive with the left. Try for the basket. It's no good. Marino falls to the ground, wanted the foul, didn't get it. Quinn Smigglesky, the pass, and now to the wing for 3. No good. It was Zamet on that attempt. Now a foul is called on the breakaway for the ball. And it will be Howell's inbound. It's Payne Smith, number 13, senior guard. The elite shooter draws contact, goes to Beam. Beam now to Bleakley. Bleakley looking for a woman to dump it off to. She finds Quiones. Quiones inside Beam, open for 2, and the Rebels retake the lead. Tonight, an interdivision battle between the number 3 seed Howell Rebels and the number 4 seed Holmdel Hornets. But it's kind of been a tale of 2 seasons. While the Rebels have been consistently great, just outmatched by some top-tier competition, the Holmdel Hornets have struggled their way to a 5-7 record. Below 500, just below Howell in the standings. But Howell, a 9-3 record, they have definitely played much better this year. As the Hornets look for an opening, and now the ball finds the lap of Buchanan there, who splashes the two, and we're tied up once again. Marino will go to Bleakley. Bleakley pass attempted for Payne Smith, but it's off the legs of the Hornet, I believe. Or nope. It's out of bounds on the Rebels, so it's Hornets ball. Smigla Sky inbounds.
Well, the pace of this game has been.
Examine who will drive, but there's three women already defending the inside action. So it's Buchanan who gets intercepted by Kylie Beam. Beam to Quiones. Quiones goes to Marino. Marino gets a screen from Beam, passes it back to Kylie. Kylie to Payne Smith. 4-3. It's a bad miss by the seniors. Some action falling on the court. And it's Hornets ball. Another foul not called. Or a potential foul not called.
Again, Howell's communication has been great so far, and
It's now working past two defenders. It's Smigla who finds two. So now the Hornets have the lead. It's 6-4. Kind of shocking to see from a Rebel team that's played a lot better. Kylie Beam for three. Another bad miss from deep by the Rebels. Smigla comes away with the rebound, goes to Claire Giuseppe. The guard will pass it. 4-3. No good, but it's the Hornets who get the rebound. Ball ripped away and a foul is called. Quiones is called for the foul. It will be a Hornets ball. Timeout is called. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in about a minute. The Rebels currently are trailing 4-6. It's the first time these teams have faced each other since 2013, with tonight's game holding major implications moving forward in the B North Division. The interdivision battle could either raise Howell from third to first place or result in Holmdel finding stability in where they lie in the standings. While currently in fourth place just behind Howell, if the Hornets are able to pull away with a win, it could be a major flip and turning point in their season. Nick, what do you want to see out of Holmdel tonight?
well, I want to see Holmdel keep up. Howell to 4 points. This is clearly.
Zamet with possession now. We're working past her defender, Bella Marino. Jukes her for a second. Shot no good. It's off the rim. And it'll stick with Howell's ball as it goes out of bounds. Quiones takes the ball up court. Tries to find Payne Smith, but the pass is intercepted by Smigla, who goes up and comes down with two. It's now a 4-point lead for the Hornets. And you can feel the energy kind of being zapped out of the gymnasium at the moment. But you don't want to count these Rebels out. They can come back from any lead, as now it's a wild pass, but a foul is called on the Hornets. Casey Zamet is called for the foul. So the ball sticks with the Rebels. Foul is called on Zamet. Very well could be Holmdel's best player. She's averaging 12 points a night, most on the team, to go along with 5 rebounds and about an assist a night. Layla Shaw checks inbounds to Bella Marino. Marino working past the defender, goes up for two, gets fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots. And that kind of action is something that Rebel fans have grown so accustomed to. Seeing the tough-nosed Bella Marino drive, draw some contact, and go to the line for 2 shots. Marino's first bounces out. Marino, the senior guard, averaging 11 points, 5 rebounds a night, has splashed 6 threes so far this season, and is shooting 58% from the line. As her second will bounce in. Cuts the lead to 3. As Howell will look to come back. Buchanan with the ball. Passes to Smiggle. Smiggle's got passes to Lev. Ryan Buchanan back to Caitlin Lavin. Lavin getting pressed by Layla Shaw. On the logo, Payne Smith locking up Smiggle Sky. Buchanan with the ball. Allison Cahill into the game for Howell as the drive from Zamet. She draws the foul. It will be an inbound as Olivia Keonis checks back in for the Rebels for Payne Smith. On the court now for Howell, it's Bella Marino, Kylie Beam, Allison Cahill, Layla Shaw, and Olivia Keonis. Zamet's wild inbound. Caitlin Lavin runs after the ball, almost crossing half court. She'll pass it. What's the call? It's Howell's ball on the turnover. Timeout is called. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in about a minute. So dominant, and we are so used to seeing the Rebels jump out to these early leads, but tonight they have been held to just 5 points so far in tonight's game and currently down 8-5. Nick, how can Howell build their offense back up and retake the lead?
Well, as has been proven time and again, even create some more offensive plays to get in the paint, and all of that should
Hornets will inbound and Smiggle Sky with the ball. Layla Shaw playing low to the ground. Ryan Buchanan now in possession, getting clamped up by Allison Cahill. Zamet gets a screen. Bell Marino not switching, staying on the attack. Zamet directing traffic as the pass goes off the knees. She crosses half court, and it's the Rebels' ball in the turnover. Good defensive adjustment by the Rebels. It's the senior guard, Layla Shaw, on the inbound. The dual sport athlete has made noise across the Shore Conference as an elite soccer goalie and a very efficient guard. It's now Kylie Beam with the ball. Slips an inside pass to Cahill, who looks for 2, bounces out, and the Hornets grab the rebound. Caitlin Lavin taking the ball up court, pausing for a second. Passes it to Giuseppe. Giuseppe the fake. Now it's a jump ball, and we'll see who has the arrow. Or it's a foul called. So the ball sticks with the Hornets. Both benches unhappy. It's Buchanan on the inbound. Looks for Caitlin Lavin. Ball's out of bounds. And Howell will take over on the turnover. So we're seeing some sloppy offense here in the first quarter. Lots of turnovers, kind of low scoring. Shaw takes the ball up court for the Rebels now. Drive with the right goes to Bella Marino. Marino working left side. She'll drive, rise up for 2. It's no good. Kylie Beam with the rebound. And she collects the leftovers, finishes the plate, and we're down to a 1-point game. Just over a minute left to go in the first quarter. Pass intercepted. No good for 2, but it's KO on the rebound. Her 2 is no good. It's a fight for the ball. Who comes away with it? It's a jump ball. And that was a golden opportunity for the Rebels to retake the lead. Couldn't come away with the 2, but it's an inbound for Howell. As Payne Smith waiting in the wings, waiting to check in. She will for Allison Cahill. Keonis, the inbound, goes to Kylie Beam, the superstar forward. Beam to Keonis. Marino on the wing now. Marino will drive. Ball poked away. She'll jump on top of it. Go to Shaw. Under a minute left to go. Shaw drives in the paint, looks for 2, gets fouled, and makes the shot. What a play by the senior Layla Shaw. She goes to the line to complete the 3-point play. The Rebels have the lead. It's 10-8.
Great job generating that into a 3-point play, for sure.
Now the ball in the air. It's Kylie Beam who comes away for two. She gets fouled and she goes to the line once again. Howell doing a much better job defensively, swarming these Hornets, causing turnovers. And look at that. It results in the lead as they have a 2-point advantage here. So it's Kylie Beam to the line for 2 shots. She makes her first, and it's hard to find someone as consistent as Kylie Beam over winter break during the Kevin Williams Christmas Classic. In the 3 games that Howell played, Beam dropped 19 points, then 18 points, and then 21 in the final game, which Howell lost by 3 points to Rumson, as her second is no good. Pushing foul is called on the Hornets, and it's Rebels ball still, I believe. Claire Giuseppe called for the foul here. So Marino will go to the line for 2 shots here. Marino, the senior guard, has taken a major leap defensively. She's been clamping the number 1 offensive player on opposing teams as she makes her first free throw. And her efficiency numbers have rise as well. She has 6 threes on the shooting 58% from the line, about 40% from the field. She makes both free throws, and it's a 5-point lead now for Howell. Smiglowski back to Buchan. Pass intercepted. It's Kylie Beam for 2. Kylie Beam extends the lead to 7. And now Howell clamping up, full court pressing, causing these turnovers and resulting in this big lead. Just a fantastic turnaround from Howell here in the first quarter.
Once again, why she is considered one of the best players on this squad.
Kendall Bleakley and Peyton Smith, the 2 seniors, check in for the Rebels. Under 30 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Hornets trying to find their groove, not fall behind by so much and come away with a score before the first quarter ends. Claire Giuseppe with the ball top of the key, getting defended by Kylie Beam. She'll pass. It's Lev working past a triple team, falls to the ground, whistle blown. Payne Smith called for the blocking foul. It sends Kaylin Levin to the line. Levin, the freshman guard, has burst onto the scene as she makes her first one. If you look at her season numbers, averaging 3 points a game, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, it doesn't sound too enticing, but when you take into consideration she started the year on the bench and is now in the starting lineup, it looks much better on her resume as she makes both free throws, cuts the lead to 5. 3 seconds left to go. Bella Marino with the ball. And now some contact. She falls to the ground. No foul is called. That will do it for the first quarter. We hope to see you in the second quarter. We will resume in about 2 minutes. Hamill leads things 15-10. And we are back from the first quarter. If you're just joining us, the Rebels lead things 15-10. They fouled down early by a score of 4, but they came back, retook the lead by quarter's end. Nick, what did you see out of Howell that led to them retaking the lead?
Well, besides just locking down on defense, how in order to regain this lead.
Totally agree with you, Nick. And I think a big reason that they were able to retake the lead was the rebounding department. They were getting second opportunities. So the Hornets will have to look to target that and cut off their main rebounders, Kylie Beam and Kendall Bleakley. As Buchan with the ball, she goes to the corner to Zamet. Zamet will pass. Smigglesky with the ball now. Smigglesky to Meave. Lee Flaherty checked into the game for the Hornets as the quarter came to a close. She goes to Buchan. And now it's Claire Giuseppe who comes away with the ball and gets the layup to fall. It's now 15-12. So the senior guard, Layla Shaw, will slow the game down, bring the ball up court. Goes to Keonis to Beam. Beam standing tall. There comes the double team. She goes to Marino. Marino slips it back to Shaw. Shaw to Keonis. And now wrapped up for the ball. Hold situation. We'll see who has the arrow. And the Rebels have the arrow here. It's Keonis on the inbound. Shaw with the ball. She goes to Keonis. Double team for a second. Slips it to Beam. Beam working past the defender. Goes to Kendall Bleakley in the corner. Bleakley for 3. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. Some contact. Ball goes out of bounds. And it's sticked. The ball will wind up in the Hornets' lap. Kendall Bleakley will guard the inbound. Zamet with the ball. Ball punched out of bounds by Kendall Bleakley. Sticks with the Hornets. But Howell loving the aggression on defense. Lee Flaherty on the inbound. The guard finds Smigglesky. Ball once again poked out by Kendall Bleakley. She's playing ping pong between herself and the out of bounds territory. So for a third time, it's Flaherty on the inbound. Flaherty slips it to Giuseppe. Bleakley closing in on the double team. She rips it to Zamet. Zamet on the breakaway. One woman to beat. It's Bella Marino, and she beats her with 2. Marino with the ball, getting clamped up now. She will drive past it to Shaw. Shaw for 3. No good. It's off the boards. Marino with the ball. She goes to Beam. Beam, long range 2. It's a splash for the junior.
And Howell will not take that lying down.
Pass almost intercepted once again. And now the foul is called on the Rebels. Kylie being called for the foul there. Ball sticks with the Hornets. Allison Cahill, number 2, checks in for Howell. And she'll check in for Kylie Beam after recruiting a pair of fouls. Casey Zamet, the X factor on offense for the Hornets, passes it to Smigglesky. Lynn with the ball, intercepted by Marino, slips the ball through to the defender's legs. A nutmeg of some sorts for the soccer player. Marino slips and can't come away with 2, but it's Bleakley with the ball. She goes to Keonis. Keonis to Cahill. Cahill, couple pound triples, goes back to Marino. Marino for 3. Another unlucky bounce. It's no good. Zamet now with possession, slowing the game now. Trying to kick a few gears back into place for the Hornets as it's intercepted by Marino. Marino will drive, goes to Bleakley. Ball poked out of bounds. She gets fouled. So Bleakley will go to the line for 2 shots. The senior forward draws the contact on the inside. So as Bleakley will go to the line, I want to show some attention to the leap she has taken in her senior year. She's averaging 4 points a night, but her shooting numbers are off the charts. She has 3 threes already this season, and now the ref changing his mind. It's going to be a Rebel inbound instead. So it's Keona's on the inbound. Keona's with the ball. She inbounds to Marino. Marino to Shaw. Shaw to Cahill. Cahill goes back to Marino. Marino drives, switches through multiple defenders, and finds 2 in the lane. Hornets once again getting swarmed on the inbound. This Rebel defense not letting up. It's Casey Salmon. Passes it to the wing for 3. Splash for the Hornets.
Well, the Rebels just up the temperature, but the Hornets are certainly keeping the pace.
Definitely, and that's kind of a disadvantage you find yourself in when you full court press. If the offensive players get ahead of you, they can break away for a score. So Shaw to Keona's. Keona's wants 3. Off the rim. It's Marino who sticks the hand out there, receives the ball, goes to Cahill. Cahill wants 3. Once again, no good. A fight for the rebound. Buchan comes away with it. She goes to Zamet. Zamet directing traffic here. Smigelsky with the ball on the logo. Can't find any space pass away with Shaw. No, Marino, another steal. Passes it to Shaw. Miscommunication for a second. Shaw will have to dive on top of it. Goes to Keona's. Keona's to Cahill. Cahill to Bleakley. Bleakley to Marino. Marino thought about 3. She drives. Falls on the ground with some contact. Marino. Research out number 15. Checks in for the Rebels. The guard forward hybrid has played some important minutes off the bench as a gadget player for Howell. Marino gets the inbound, loads up for 3. Welcome to Splashtown, Ball Marino. Hornets playing hot potato. The Rebels not lighting up on defense. And now falls on the ground. There wasn't any contact, but a foul is called. The Rebel bench not happy. It's Casey Zamet on the inbound after some slippage on the court. Number 13, Peyton Smith, the guard, checks back in for the Rebels. Keona's making sure to get out the way. There's a drive from Giuseppe. Ball poked away by Allison Cahill. Who's the repo woman here? Cahill, some pound dribbles, goes to Marino. Marino to open Bleakley. Bleakley for 3. Welcome to Splashtown, Kendall Bleakley. The second 3 splashed by a Rebel in the last minute of gameplay. Now a wild pass almost winds up out of bounds. Claire Giuseppe with possession. Allison Cahill swarming her like a bee on defense. The 3 is up. The 3 is good for the Hornets on the transition. So a timeout is called. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in about a minute. It's 25-20 Rebels. From the timeout, the Rebels lead things 25-20. The first quarter was kind of slow pace in its action. For the second quarter, things have really picked up and have energized the home crowd here. Nick, how can these teams conserve their energy to not lose any momentum moving forward?
Well, in this quarter especially, we've seen a lot of great work with the ball and with being able to get in the paint. Really, truly, I consider that both teams need to keep the ball moving consistently and be able to get good rotation.
So the senior guard, Belmarino, takes the ball up court, goes to the junior Reese Hertel. Hertel, a volleyball superstar, passes it to Peyton Smith. Smith for three, it's no good. Cahill rises up for the rebound, but it's the Hornets who come away with it. Giuseppe, long dart pass to Zaman. Zaman on the breakaway. The layup swirls in.
Almost a half-court pass there for Holmdel.
Maria passes it to Peyton Smith. Smith, another three-point attempt. It's good this time. Welcome to Splashdown, Peyton Smith. It's Emma Lynn off the bench with the ball. A wild pass, almost intercepted by the Rebels. Hold foul is called. Hornets stick with the ball here. It's Zamet on the inbound. Zamet, the sophomore, has really taken charge as the lead option for this Hornet team. And she has answered every call, averaging 12 and 5 a night. As it's Giuseppe with the ball, who slips it to Zamet. Zamet with 2 points once again. So now the Howell lead back down to 4 points. Marino goes to Hertel. Hertel to Bleakley. Bleakley to Cahill on the perimeter. Goes to Smith. Smith to Marino. Marino dips and dives through multiple defenders. Misses, gets her own rebound. Looks for two. Gets fouled, and she goes to the line for two. Marino, one of the clutchest players on the Rebel team. She's always there. If you need 10 points, Bella Marino's got 10 points. If you need 15 points, Bella Marino's got 15 points. As her first is no good, but she has really been a Band-Aid to a lot of the Rebel problems this season.
Bella Marino also incredibly consistent at drawing fouls and getting.
Definitely, as we've seen her go to the line about 2 or 3 times already tonight. As her second one falls, the Rebel lead back up to 5. Checking back in for the Hornets, it's Caitlin Lavin, number 3. Zamet will get the ball once again. It's Bleakley and Payne Smith swarming her. Now it's Lavin with the ball. Cahill on defense, she passes. Zamet with the ball, loads up for 3. No good off the rim. Payne Smith gets the rebound. Fires a pass to Hertel. Hertel to Bleakley. Bleakley to Hertel. Making sure to not run herself into a sloppy turnover. Moreno with the ball. Here comes the double team. Moreno dips, dives once again. Interesting play as the ball winds up out of bounds. Not sure if Moreno was looking for a shot attempt or a pass. But the bottom line is it's Howell's ball. Kendall Bleakley on the inbound. Bleakley to Smith. Smith will pass back to Hertel. Hertel to Cahill. Cahill to Smith. Bella Marino now directing traffic. Gets a screen from Cahill. Marino back to Hertel. Hertel to Smith. Smith wants another 3. No good. Rebound goes to Howell. It's Bleakley. Back to Smith. Smith drives. Ball gets poked away. Stolen by the Hornets, who will slow the game down once again. It's Zamet bringing the ball up court. Under a minute left to go here in the first half. The Rebels leading things by 5. Some tough defense. It's Claire Giuseppe, who passes to me Flaherty. Both women checking back in. Zamet with the ball. She goes to Lavin. Payne Smith closing in on some defense, pressing her on the logo. Kendall Bleakley continues, pushing Lavin back, almost crossing half court. And the ball winds up back with the Rebels as the ball crosses half court. What a defensive adjustment and a forced turnover by these Rebels as they get the ball. It's Payne Smith on the inbound. Now on the court for Howell, it's Payne Smith, Olivia Quiones, Bella Marino, Kylie Beam, and Kendall Bleakley. Quiones to Marino. Marino for 3. No good. Unlucky bounces. Quiones with the ball. She goes to Smith. Smith to Beam on the inside. Floater trickles in for Kylie Beam. And that will do it for the first half, ladies and gentlemen. The Rebels lead things 31-24. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for some more exciting basketball action. You don't want to miss any of this interdivision battle. And we are almost back from the timeout. And the Rebels are leading things 31-24 if you're just joining us. Howell is continuing their stretch of dominance in 2026, currently possessing a 9-3 record after 3 straight 20-plus win seasons in a row. And these Rebels are a different type of beast on their home court. After the last game in which they won 42-31 against Trinity Hall, Howell is 5-0 at home this season and 48-8 at home over the course of the last 4 years. Star offensive player Kylie Beam and tough-nosed defender Bella Marino are the catalysts in Howell's stretch of dominance, which they will look to continue tonight. Nick, what have you seen out of Howell that you have liked so far?
Well, again, Howell has been very aggressive in the paint, being able to generate great plays through consistent ball movement, and just, again, that ability to get in the paint, and, again, that great team chemistry that they have, being able to just generate great plays.
Buchan with 2 straight out the break. It's 31-26. Bleakley with the ball, fires it past the Beam. Beam with 2, responds immediately. Good signs out of the Rebels out of the gate. Ball off the foot of Kendall Bleakley. It sticks with Holmdel here. Kendall Bleakley guarding the inbounder. It's Smigglesky. Smigglesky popped off for 7 in the first half. Now the pass almost intercepted by Marino, but it's Buchan who passes to the wing. Buchan another pass. And now it's Lavin who drives. Kylie Beam falls to the ground. Beam called for the blocking foul. It sticks with the Hornets. Buchan on the inbound. She passes to Zamet. Zamet loads up. Can't find 2. It's Kylie Beam who grabs the defensive rebound. So now the senior guard, Payne Smith, will bring the ball up court, slowing the game down. She passes to Marino. Marino to Bleakley on the wing. Back to Marino. Marino to Quiones. Marino with the ball open for 3. Welcome to Splashdown, Bella Marino. She's up to 14 on the night. Now some tough defense coming from these Rebels as they have a lead by 10. Giuseppe with the ball. And now she's called for the travel, and Howell will take over on offense off of the turnover. Marino the inbound to Quiones. Quiones jogging up court. The sophomore point guard goes back to Marino. Marino getting double teamed. It's clear to see why after her efficiency tonight. Payne Smith open look for 3 off the rim. Marino rolling over to grab the board. Marino fires it to Kendall Bleakley. Bleakley to Quiones. Quiones thought about 3. Goes to Beam for the floater. Off the rim, it's no good. Jogging up court, Smigglesky finds the inside pass, and there's 2 for Claire Giuseppe. Marino with possession now. She goes to Quiones. Back to Marino. Marino rises up for 3. A bad miss. It's Holmdel who comes away with the board. It's Buchan with the ball, but getting defended by Kylie Beam and Payne Smith, who ripped the ball away. Quiones, the inbounder, goes to Payne Smith. Smith to Beam. Beam to Quiones. Quiones one dribble to Marino. Marino to Smith. Smith tried to find Beam as the ball rips off the face of a Hornet. But Holmdel with the ball. Floater goes up, and Floater finds nothing but air. It's Kylie Beam who walks away with it and goes to Payne Smith. Now just over 5 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Marino will drive, slice, and dice for two. Another bad miss. Ball is out of bounds. And it sticks with Howell on the after the ball went out of bounds. Giannis to Smith. Out of nowhere, a rabid Hornet. I can't find the steal, though. It's Beam with the ball. Goes to Bleakley. Bleakley thought about three. Kicks it to Kionis. Kionis for three. That's a bad miss off the top of the backboard, but Payne Smith for three. That's no good. Bleakley with the third attempt. It's no good. Beam trying to walk away with the rebound. Foul is called on Ryan Buchanan for the push. Foul is called on Buchanan. Being the recipient of the foul. And it's Olivia Kionis who will inbound. Kionis to Beam on the wing. Payne Smith with the ball. She's standing. She goes to Marino, who swings over the top. Marino drives to the right. Through two defenders once again. Another 2 points in the paint for Bella Marino.
Weaving through the Hornets' defense is becoming an increasing challenge, but Howell is certainly up to it.
And now blocked by Kylie Beam. A clean block at Bella Marino, who goes to Payne Smith. Smith letting the pieces fall into place. She goes to Kionis on the logo. Kionis to Marino. Marino back to Smith. Smith inside of Beam. Beam back to Smith for three. No good. It swirls off the rim. Kionis walks away with the ball. Goes to Beam. Beam will drive. Kick it back to Smith. Marino fires it across to Kionis. Back to Marino, who wants to pass. She finds Kionis. Good defense by the Hornets. Beam with the ball. Goes to Smith. Smith will drive. Tries to find Kendall Bleaker as the ball goes off the foot of a Hornet. Winds up out of bounds. So Allison Cahill checks in for the Rebels now. Cahill, the backup big, has played some important minutes after Free Amende went down with a torn ACL, but it's Bella Marino for three. No good once again. The Hornets have the rebound. Olivia Kionis almost intercepted it. Had another chance. It's out of bounds, and the ref signals for the Hornets to keep possession. The Rebel bench unhappy. Tonight's game has major implications moving forward. The inter-division game features Holmdel and Howell. Holmdel below Howell in the standings, but if Howell can walk away with a win tonight, they have a chance from going to third place in the division to first, as a three is splashed by Casey Zamet. What a shot by the sophomore. Both teams with 30-plus points now. It's the Rebels who lead things by 7. Kionis to Smith. Smith directing traffic. Goes back to Kionis. Kionis to Marino. Marino, hard stop. Back to Kionis. Kionis, long three. No good. Cahill comes away with the rebound. Passes it to Bleakley, but she is called for the travel. Leo Shaw, number 12. Checking in for the Rebels as the Hornets take over on the turnover. Howell has played as consistent as possible in the first 7 games of the season. They had a 6-1 record. They averaged 50 points a night, had a plus 90 point differential. And over the last 5 games, while the defense and offense have both slipped a step, they're still 3-2. The inbound, and now some contact. Foul is called. It sends Zamet to the line, or Giuseppe to the line, I believe. 2 shots being delivered to the doorstep of Claire Giuseppe here. First one swirls out. Giuseppe, the sophomore, has put up impressive numbers all across the board, averaging 10.5 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists as she makes the other one. leading the team in assists and blocks. 25 assists, 11 blocks on the season to her name. Shaw goes to Marino. Marino to Keonis. Keonis goes back to Shaw. Shaw swings right side, goes to Cahill. Cahill getting clamped up will go to Beam on the inside. Second defender comes, doesn't matter. Marino with the ball. 3 defenders in the area. She gets fouled on the drive.
Howell shows once again that keeping the ball moving is the best way to outmaneuver this Hornets defense.
So Marino draws another whistle. It's the Rebels on the inbound. Kylie Beam wants 2. A bad miss. Cahill for 2. Another air ball, unfortunately. 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter. The Rebels lead things by 6. The Hornets elect to slow the game down once again. Zamet with the ball, Marino tried to poke it away. Now kicks it to the corner for 3. Bounces out, it's Kylie Beam for the rebound. Beam jogging up court, she goes to Shaw. Shaw to Marino. Marino wants 3. Off the rim, winds up right in the lap of Claire Giuseppe there. Giuseppe drives on the transition. Gets the ball once again, goes to Zamet. Zamet thought about 3, juke it, gets a screen. Still taking her time, being slow with things. Passes it to Smigglesky. To Lavin. Lavin gets a screen from Giuseppe. Lavin floats it up. Giuseppe for 2. No good. Gets a rebound. Second chance. No good. Cahill with the ball. Wrapped up and fouled.
Howell locking up Holmdel in the paint on that play. Incredible job.
And that's nice to see as we have entered the final minute of the third quarter. The second chances just don't come by often against this Rebel team, and they didn't allow points to be put up on the board. Marino with the ball. Now she goes to Shaw. Shaw wants 3. No good off the rim. It's Marino with the rebound. Marino wants another 2. Trickles out. Beam third chance. Beam gets it. Third time's the charm for the Rebels. Rebel coach, Mr. Santo, emphasizing he doesn't want a 3 to be hit by the Hornets. With possession, it's Giuseppe who goes to Smigglesky. Passes it to Zamet. Zamet and Marino, the matchup of the night. Tough defense. Zamet steps back. 3. No good. And now that will do it for the third quarter. The Rebel bench is fired up as Howell leads things by 8. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in about 2 minutes for the fourth quarter. Tonight's game is huge as the interdivision battle has been emphasized here between Howell and Holmdel. And Howell has a 9-3 record on the season. Holmdel behind them in the standings in 4th place, 5-7 record. But tonight's win is huge for Howell if they can come away with the win, because later tonight, Trinity Hall and Pluzhnik will begin play at Trinity Hall. And if Trinity Hall wins, Howell can retake first place in the division. Hornets on the inbound. It's Sky who brings the ball up court. Olivia Keown is on defense. Passes it to 11 for a hot second. Marino, the repo woman. Foul is called. Hold is called on Zamet there, I believe. So it's the Rebels inbound. It's Bell Marino. Marino, the guard, has been the leading figure on offense for the Rebels. 16 points to her name so far. Dane Smith with the ball to Beam. Beam to Bleaker. Smith now will drive, load up for two. It's a bad miss, and the Hornets come away with the ball. It's Claire Giuseppe. Giuseppe to Zamet. Zamet jogging up court. Bell Marino sticking on defense. Sky wants three. It's a splash for Quinn Sky. Ten points on the night now for the guard. Keonis to Marino. Marino slips it inside of Beam. Beam to Keonis. Keonis fires it to Shaw. Shaw to Beam. Beam open floater. It's a bad miss off the backboard. Zamet wiping her nose with her jersey. A lot of tough defense has been played as on cue. Foul is called on Kylie Beam. Pretty unlucky there for the forward, as it appears that it was just some running into traffic action, and she unluckily gets called for the foul as Allison Cahill will check in for the Rebels.
Some tough calls tonight, but Howell have always proven that they can keep their heads up.
It's Hornet inbound here. Zamet to Lavin. A wild miss. It's Bell Marino standing right there in the perfect position to get the rebound. Marino to Cahill. Cahill scanning. She goes to Smith. Marino passes it. Smith to Cahill. Cahill wants two. Swirls out. It's Zamet who rises up for the rebound. Zamet blowing past a couple of defenders. Goes to the wing. Bogan back to Zamet. Zamet for two. Connects on the layup. And now all of a sudden, Holmdel making things very interesting. It's now a 3-point game here. Timeout is called by the Rebels. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in about a minute. Howell leading things by 3. It's 40-37. Back from the timeout as previously mentioned. So we are back from the timeout as previously mentioned. The Rebels are leading things by 3. And tonight's game is huge as the interdivision battle here in the B North Division. The Rebels currently sit in third place with a 9-3 record. But the number 1 seed, 10-3 Colts Neck, number 1 seed Colts Neck plays at Trinity Hall, who's the number 2 seed with a 10-3 record. And after Howell's 41-33 win over Trinity Hall, if Trinity Hall can win tonight, Howell will be in first place also with a win tonight. Keonis gets the inbound. 2 defenders playing it up top. Cahill with the ball. She goes to Keonis. Keonis inside to Bleakley. Bleakley top of the key to Smith. It's Marino on the wing now. Back to Smith. Smith to Keonis. Falling on the court. Giuseppe pokes it out of bounds. Ball sticks with the Rebels.
Howell's ability to remain level-headed despite pressure in these last 6 minutes will be crucial.
Absolutely. It's Marino with the ball on the wing. Marino finds Keonis. Back to the senior guard. Keonis now with possession. Guard about 3. Dribbling out the clock goes to Marino. Marino drives. She's called for the travel. A couple extra steps. and the Hornets will take over on the turnover. So the Hornets came into tonight as big underdogs, as it's no secret that they have struggled so far this season, and the Rebels have been a dominant figure over the last 4 years. But they have played some great basketball as Bell Marino comes away with the steal. Marino drives, slips through the defender, and connects for 2 on the lay.
What a play with the steal and full court drive for Marino. Proves to be an incredible playmaker, as always.
This is the Bella Marino that Rebel fans have grown accustomed to. 18 points so far tonight. Foul is called on the court. But yes, this is the game that the Rebels have been waiting to see out of Bella Marino. She's had a couple of great performances, but now she has a season-high 18 points, and she's been super efficient and great defensively, containing the Hornets' best player, Casey Zammit. As Giuseppe will drive, 2 defenders in the paint. It's Bleakley and Cahill. Now a floater doesn't fall for Lavin. Lavin to the wing, jukes his defender for 3. No good. It's Cahill who grabs the board. Of course, no shot clock. In high school basketball, the Rebels can be smart. Shave time off the clock with a 5-point lead. Marino goes to Bleakley. Bleakley will swing. Tries to find Cahill. It's a wild pass, but Marino still has the ball, taking her time. Kionis has it. Goes to Cahill. Cahill slips it to Smith. Smith with a reverse layup. Doesn't fall. Slippage on the court. Kionis the pass to Cahill. Ball being poked away. Cahill still has it. Reckless shot. There's Olivia Kionis. Back and forth ping pong between the backboard and the players. But the Rebels get the 2. The bottom line is there was a score on the play and it goes in Howell's direction.
An extremely hectic sequence that the Rebels were able to dominate.
Crazy is entertaining, though, and I don't know if there's a more entertaining team in the short conference than these Rebels. Now, leading things by 7 as an elevator trap being played by the Rebels, but the foul is drawn. Kylie Beam checks back in for the Rebels. It's Kendall Bleakley who will go to the bench for some rest. Kionis, Marino, Cahill, Smith, and Beam on the court for Howell. Lyle Zammit, Smigglesky, Lavin, Giuseppe, and Flaherty on the court for Holmdel. The inbounder is Zammit. Bell Marino not allowing any space. Zammit finds Giuseppe. She goes to me, Flaherty. Flaherty, inside pass. It's great defense in the paint by Beam and Marino. It was a perfect dime of a pass, but Beam and Marino right there to close in on defense and force the defensive rebound. Marino with the ball. She goes to Kionis. Kionis to Beam. Beam standing tall on the line. She goes to Cahill. Cahill back to Kionis. Number 1 to Beam. Beam tries to find Payne Smith, but the repo woman is Casey Zammit as she fires the pass. The 2-point attempt, no good. Foul is called on the play, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots. Caitlin Lavin there. Lavin shooting 54% from the line so far this season. First one bounces out. It's unsuccessful. But you don't see many freshman guards making an impact on varsity. Caitlin Lavin has done exactly that this season, averaging 3, 2, and 1 on the year. Her second one is no good either. The Hornets get the second chance wrapped up. We'll see who has the arrow. And the Rebels get the arrow. On the inbound, it's Kylie Beam as Kendall Bleakley checks back in for Howell. Just over 3 minutes left to go in regulation. The Rebels leading things by 7. Beam with the ball finds Marino. Marino Kionis back to Marino. Marino on the wing, inside pass to Beam. Beam for 2.
Howell keeping great rotation, hoping to close out strong.
Beam just unstoppable at this point. 15 points now for the junior. Giuseppe gets a screen, wants 2 over 2 defenders. It's no good. It's Quinones with the rebound. The ref playing little charades on the foul call. A pushing foul is called, and it's the Hornets' ball. As Layla Shaw checks back in for the Rebels, Quinones to the bench for some rest. To the line, it's Smigla Sky for 2 shots. First one trickles in. The sophomore has been really impressive, leading the team in rebounds with 63, leading the team in steals with 25, and leading the team in threes with 15. Second one is no good. It's Kylie Beam who walks away with it. Fires it past to Peyton Smith. Almost out of bounds. She has to rip it back to Beam. Beam hands it off to Smith. Smith to Shaw. Shaw's pass almost swiped away. Peyton Smith on the recovery goes back to Shaw. Shaw to Bleakley. Bleakley to Marino. Just over 2 minutes in regulation. Shaw with the ball. Guard about 3, being smart, not running herself into a reckless shot. Marino with the ball goes to Bleakley. Bleakley to Smith. Shaw once again jukes a defender. Goes to Beam inside. The toilet bowl swirl falls for Kylie Beam.
Beam making a mark with that nearly full court pass to generate the play.
I mean, we talk about the 1-2 punch, Kylie Beam and Bel Marino, and I don't think any game has been more apparent than tonight. Bel Marino, 18 points. Kylie Beam, 17 points, as a 3 is splashed by the Hornets right before the timeout. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a 7-point lead for the Rebels with just under 2 minutes left to go in regulation. And we're coming back from the timeout. The Rebels leading things by 7. It's been exciting back and forth action. The first quarter saw Howell fall behind before clawing back by the end of the first quarter. They have kept the lead since that moment, but the Hornets they just keep clawing and fighting, not allowing Howell to build a double-digit lead, and they have found themselves in a 7-point game after being big underdogs on the road. Nick, how can Howell preserve this lead and come away with a win in tonight's game?
Well, again, the passing from Howell has clearly been great. And again, the communication between the players has been a crucial part of this game all night. So keeping up that tempo and keeping up with the fast pace of Holmdel's play, it's going to be a great way to close out tonight.
So now Zemet, the foul on Marino after slapping the arm. It'll be the Rebels inbound here. It's Peyton Smith, the senior guard. Splashed for 3 and earlier in tonight's game. Such an effective shooter as she dumps it off to Layla Shaw. Shaw to Marino. Marino, 18 points on the night. She has played a lot. Some great defense as well. Marino to Smith to Beam. Beam inside to Bleakley. Bleakley with 2. 5 points now for the senior. And now miscommunication on the pass. A couple women diving on top of it. It's Smigleski and Shaw. Whistle blown. It will be a Hornets ball just under a minute in regulation. Holmdel trailing by 9. It's Salmon on the inbound, being guarded by Marino. Marino playing some head games. It's Giuseppe with the ball in the wing. Giuseppe. Long pass. It's Buchan. It's Buchan. Long 2-point attempt. It is a switch for the Hornets right before the timeout. Don't go anywhere, folks. We will be back in about a minute for 45 more seconds of basketball action. Pressing hold. Thank you. And we are back for the final 45 seconds of tonight's game. The Rebels leading things by 7. Beam gets the inbound. It's Marino who takes the ball up court. She goes to Peyton Smith. And now the pass intercepted. There goes Flaherty. Blocked by Marino to save the basket from scoring. Blocked once again by Marino. Oh my God, she's like a Tinder match who thinks too highly of herself. Whistle blown. Now the ref saying, my apologies here. Some chirping going on from the Rebel bench. It will be the Hornets inbound. And that's a killer whistle. That's a killer blown whistle because that preserves time on the clock for the Hornets. Just over 20 seconds left to go in regulation. Howell. And now the travel is called on the Hornets. Howell takes over on the inbound with under 20 seconds left to go in tonight's game. Howell leading things by 7. The Hornets need a miracle as they will continue to foul. Nick, how can the Hornets come away with a miracle if they want to win tonight?
Well, again, in moments like these, you need to turn to your most consistent performers, such as leading scorer Casey Zamet, who is averaging 12 points per game, and leading rebounder Claire Giuseppe, who is averaging 6 rebounds a game. Being able to turn the attention towards these players in the final seconds could make a miracle happen.
Some more fouling going on. I think they might need to get Tracy McGrady in a wig if they want to get some fast-paced scoring to happen. 12 seconds left to go in regulation. Howell leading 50-43. It's Shaw on the inbound. Shaw will go to Beam. Beam for 2. 52 points now for the Rebels. Timeout is called by the Hornets with 4.9 seconds left on the clock. It's a 9-point lead for Howell as you can practically put the game to rest. Don't go anywhere. You want to see the final seconds of tonight's game. We are coming back from the timeout with 10 seconds left to go on the timeout clock. Howell leading things by 9 right now by a score of 52-43. Final 5 seconds of regulation. And with a win tonight and a possible win from the Trinity Hall Monarchs, Howell can take over as the 1 seed in the B North Division.
.9 seconds on the clock. Not even prime Tracy McGrady can save them now.
We don't want to count our eggs before they hatch, Nick, but it's looking promising. Hornets will inbound. 3, 2, 1. As that will do it for tonight's game. The Rebels win by a final score of 52-43, thanks to major contributors on offense. Kylie Beam with 19 points. Bella Marino right beside her with 18 points. So we thank you all for watching. I've been your commentator, Theo Horton, with my colorman, Nick Pluzhnik, to my left. Shout outs to Herr behind the camera, and thank you all once again for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and check out Thursday and Friday night's games featuring the boys basketball team. See you, everybody.